Okay. So, namaste friends again. We are in the series of discussing the medical review of Bhagavad Gita, where today we will discuss about the causes of the diseases, okay, which are described in Bhagavad Gita. Of course, Bhagavad Gita is a coded sutras. We have to decode it with different aspects. So, in this presentation, we will discuss about the genetical causes, environmental causes, atmospheric causes, which is basically as a result of breakage of the cycle of the yajnas, karmic causes, maybe especially because of the vikarmas, excessive use of logic, that is a samshaya, carriage of sanskar and vasanas, again leading to karmas. Karma is a seed cause of the disease. I'm not telling you the root cause of the disease. Asking you the seed cause of the disease. Okay, seed is responsible for the plant, or seed is responsible, or seed is a basic thing which get converted into a tree. So the seed cause of the disease is karmas. Okay, so today we will cover only in this recording only two causes, that is genetical and environmental causes. And then karmic causes we will explore in next recording or next session. So first of all, genetical causes. Okay, in the first chapter only, Arjuna is telling Krishna that you are asking me to fight, you are asking me to kill my own relatives, my own guru, my own people. Okay, so what will be the consequences of this is described in 40 and 41st sutra. कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्माः सनातनः धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युत अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णसंकरः. Okay, so this varna sankara is a very important word here. So what is happening, why we face problems? See, disease is a kind of a problem, or disease is something which we don't want to end up in. So disease is a kind of a issue or kind of a problem that we want to avoid, or that we don't want to end up in the in unhealthy conditions. So what are the causes why we end up in this kind of unhealthy situations, why we end up in the kind of some problems? We are ourselves responsible for that. Then Arjuna is telling that how you are asking me to fight, you are asking me to kill my own people, my own things. What will be the consequences? No, I don't want to fight because this will be the consequences. Okay, so there he is describing that kulakshaye pradashanti, it will destroy the complete kula. So before that, whatever we do, okay, whatever I want to do, I am doing, that has the genetic memory, or whatever I am planning to do. Okay, so desire based karmas. Now Arjuna, why Arjuna was fighting? Because he want to become the king of the kingdom, or Pandavas want to become the king of the kingdom. He don't wanted to, he was, they were not accepting Duryodhan as a king. Okay, so and even there is a lot of history, you know the story of Mahabharata. So Arjuna was saying that I want to become king, or I want to make my brother as a king. So I'm fighting, I'm killing these people, which is in the opposite party. So this is a desire based karma. I want something, and that's why I'm fighting. So this is a desire based karma, and that will have a genetic memory. Whatever we are doing today, our mind, our conscious mind can forget that, but the impressions on the genes remains for longer time. Okay, somewhere in some other text, Krishna says gahana karmano gatihi. The effects or the impressions of the karmas are quite deeper, quite subtler. Okay, so any activity, desire based or duty based or anything, that has the genetic memory, my conscious mind, tomorrow I will forget, it will get trapped, or it will get deleted from my conscious memory, but it will have some impressions on the genes, genetic memory. Okay, why I look like my mother, or why I look like my grandmother, I might not have seen my grandmother also, but still my nose, my ears, or my whatever, body structure is very similar to my grandmother. For example, I am telling you. So why we look like our grandparents, four grandparents? Because you have not seen your four grandparents, but still you look like them. This is a genetic memory. Okay, you have the thinking pattern like your ancestors. This is a genetic memory. You didn't have any contact with them, but you look like that. That is because of the genetic memory. Whatever a person have think or person have committed some karmas, any karmas have the genetic memories or genetic impressions that get carried away for longer duration of time, maybe 50 years, 100 years, 200 years. Okay, so this genetic memory is quite subtler and is lasting for long years or from longer time. Okay, so now if you want to create this kind of fighting with relatives, any kind of desired bad action can lead to the decreasing relationships. My relationships with my relatives, with my gurus, and with my people will decrease. No, and I'm giving my impressions to my genes that I have to kill these people, or I should not be thankful to these people. Okay, you are creating these relationships are getting decreased. That destroys the duties. Okay, that destroys my feeling of duty or my sense of duty. And that in this way, if everybody will adopt this kind of thought process, that will end up in a kulakshaya. If the kul means dynasty, that is the kind of families, or that thing, that will get destroyed. Kulakshaya, if kulakshaya will happen, or the dynasties are getting destroyed, kulastriyah dushanam. Okay, kulakshaya pranashanti kuladharma, the kuladharma will get destroyed. Dharme nashte kulam krusnya adharmo bhi bhavatyut, means everybody in the family, in the dynasty, will start following the adharma. Adharma bhi bhavat krishna pradushanti kulastriyah. If adharma or wrong activities are getting conducted by each and every person in the dynasty or in this family, then our kulastriya means ladies will also be get of course, suppose everybody is adopting that pattern, the ladies in the family will also adopt the pattern, that pattern or that thinking process. And here one thing is that, of course, that is another topic, but they are more responsible because the next generation is getting nourished almost in 9 months in the female body. Okay, of course, male and female both are no both becomes the carrier of the next generation, but what the lady or what the mother thinks, that has the highest impressions on the baby. Okay, so if these kulastriya are getting dushanam, or they are adopting this kind of a lifestyle or this kind of a thought process of destroying each other, that can lead to a varna sankara, or that is something called as an inferior progeny. Next generation, next progeny will have that inferior quality, no, so of qualities, or what we can say swabhava, the basic swabhava, the basic thought process of the baby will be of an inferior quality. It will not be a sattvic, it will be a tamasic, it will be rajasic. Okay, so in this way, and that can end up in the as we think, our organs has the impressions on that, and then we get the, of course this is a very long process, I'm telling you very in a brief summary. So that can give you a inferior quality of the baby. Okay, that means their organs may be damaged, their systems may be weak, so many, no, we will not get a healthy child, we will not get a complete child. Some organs are already absent, when in some babies some organ is at all absent, it is found that this organ is not present, or maybe heart is present in on the other side. Okay, generally heart is present in the left side, but the heart is present in the right side. Such bodies or such babies are getting birth here. So this is a completely misconceptions or the confused kind of genetic memory. Okay, for example, take an example of genetic or congenital diseases like Down syndrome, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis. What is cystic fibrosis? I cannot explain each and every disease, but what is cystic fibrosis? There are cysts in the kidneys, there are cysts in the lungs, there are cysts in the pancreas or livers. Okay, why? Because they are not the cells when the in the fetal development of that baby, the cells are confused, their genetic memories are not clear. Okay, so they don't know how to develop the organ. What we say in generally when we do CT scan and M scan in the fetal birth or life, we say the organ is not developed properly. Why the organ is not developed properly? Can anyone answer this? This is because there was a confusion in the genetic code, that it was totally confused, or it was of a lower quality. It was not efficient to develop an organ. Okay, so there was cyst, and then we will end up that this liver is full of cyst, kidneys is full of cyst, and then we will face the consequences: multicystic kidneys, multicystic fibrosis, multicystic lungs. Okay, or sometimes some babies are getting birth with weak immunity. From the starting, their immunity is weak. No, it is not that because they have adopted some wrong lifestyle and that's why they are getting weak immunity. From the birth, some people have weaker immunity. Why? Because that immune system is not developed properly. Because of this genetic confusion. Because there was the genetic memory was not clear. Why it was not clear? Because maybe your parents, their parents, or their foreparents, or the karmas, or they have not committed good karmas. Okay, they have committed some kind of kulakshaya, some kind of fighting with relatives, some kind of kulastriya were dushit, or they were adopted a wrong pattern or wrong thought process. Okay, chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, so these are few examples where we will find that the reason of this kind of diseases is a genetical disorder, I mean genetical misfunction. And what is the? Because genes are confused, wrong pattern, wrong memory they have adopted because of our own karmas. All you'll find that few families, few dynasties have these kinds of diseases. Not all families and all everywhere these are not common diseases. Okay, these are rare diseases. Suppose in 100 families, in 100 dynasties, only 2, 3 or 5, maybe not 5 also, 1 or 2 families are suffering from these disorders, or this kind of children or this kind of babies are getting born in these families only. So these are the genetical causes, that our own karmas, we are creating wrong genetic memory, and that end up in the diseases. Okay. Next one is atmospheric causes. Okay, so what happens, when this Varna Sankara happens, then for 40 and 41st Sutra, he is saying that all these activities end up in the Varna Sankara, and this in 42nd Sutra, he is saying this because of this Varna Sankara, inferior progeny takes place, inferior quality of the progeny. That means the baby is not born with all sufficient qualities or abilities. Okay, and then they will have a wrong thought process, they will have even the physical structure is damaged, along with that mental structure is also damaged. Okay, you will find the babies with a damaged organ. Like that, we find a baby, you observe, go and observe the infants. No, some kids have the destructive nature from the starting. No, 6 months baby, I mean 1-year-old baby, 2-year-old baby, they are quite aggressive. They are really not adopting a kind of a good thought process. You see, if I am a 1-year-old child, what I will learn within this 1 year in this life of my earth on earth? Within 1 year, what that baby is going to understand or going to learn, this was learned previously in previous births. Okay, So that's because of the Varna Sankara, because of all these basic genetical causes and so many things, they end up in this not only with the damaged organs, with the destructive nature also, okay, or with some kind of a wrong nature also, and then they commit the dushkarmas, okay. Then they commit lot of so many things, okay, which is anti-social activities. They bought even they are born and brought up in that kind of atmosphere. They commit to the improper social behavior. No, they grow up in a selfish nature. So global warming terrorism is a kind of example. No, they can get easily brainwashed. What is a terrorism? Terrorism is output of brainwashing only. Okay? They can easily get brainwashed. Okay, they are not stuck to their basic principles. Global warming because of the selfishness. Okay, so the nature of the baby, nature of the few people are basically selfish, not promoting or not nourishing the society. They are causing damage to the society. Okay, so they end up in an improper social behavior. If the some people or so many people in the society keep on walking on this path of improper social behavior, then sthala kala dosha. Okay, and Ayurveda also supports this, that in due course of time the sthala and kala is getting dushita or is getting destroyed. And that's why proper following pattern of the season, Ayurveda has a rutucharya, dinacharya and everything, okay. So that we are not observing proper rutus now also in this era, especially maybe 50 years back, maybe 100 years back, we were observing a proper rutus. Rutus means seasons, you know, monsoon, autumn, summer seasons. That cycle was properly followed, but now it is not getting followed properly. So many, especially from last to 1 year after 2020, it is totally disturbed, completely disturbed. So improper seasoning, rutus, when the sthala means the land, kala means the time. When the land and time get disturbed or get dushita or get damaged, that results in the destruction of the rutus also. Improper seasoning, and that leads to this kind of natural calamities. See, along with pandemic, we are suffering from, we are facing the cyclone issues also. We are facing so many lot of other issues also, like earthquake, okay, like so many. The world, sometimes, you know, just now we end up in the war, no, in the Middle East. In the Middle East, war is just now finished. So natural calamities, the people are fighting with each other. There is a destruction. There is quite volcano kind of conditions in the mankind, in this today's mankind or today's people are facing. Okay, along with pandemic. Okay, so natural calamities, pandemics are as a result of all this sthala kala dosha. So these are the environmental causes. Environment is totally getting disturbed. Some new viruses are coming, raising up, because we are completely destroying the good environment in on the earth, okay, and that leads to the destruction of the mankind, and that is the reason of diseases. So these are the environmental causes. If we'll dig up these causes, keep on digging out the causes, basically we'll find that we are responsible for these causes. Maybe in last birth, maybe in this birth, whatever. Our own actions are responsible for these things. Of course, we as an individual, we are not only the responsible, we as a mankind, we as a human species on this body, on this earth, is responsible for this kind of a destruction, or this kind of a what we can say, pandemic, or as situations or infections or something. There are a lot of hidden viruses on this earth, maybe in the core of the Antarctica or maybe in the Himalayas, but we are making them, or we are exposing them. Okay, we ourselves are exposing them, we ourselves are uncovering them, okay, and getting or getting unhealth because of all these issues. So here in the sutra of the first chapter, 40, 41st and 42nd sutras describes about the genetical causes as well as the environmental causes of the diseases. Okay, so thank you very much. Here tomorrow we will discuss about the next causes of the diseases. I will end this here.